The version of you you're afraid to become, imagine. It's 20 years from now. You wake up in a house you've lived in for years. You make the same coffee, drive the same roads, think the same thoughts. Then, as you're walking through your day, you see someone watching you. They're familiar, almost painfully familiar. They smile with sadness. You walk closer, and then you realize you're looking at yourself. Not the younger version, the version you never became. They don't accuse you. They don't shame you. They ask only one question. When did you decide this was enough? And suddenly, every compromise you've ever made begins replaying in your mind. The quiet negotiations. Nobody gives up on their dreams in a single day. It happens through negotiations. I'll wait until next year. I'll settle for this. This is probably good enough. One compromise, then another. Eventually, you stop negotiating with your circumstances. You start negotiating with your identity. You stop asking, what am I capable of? And start asking, what's realistic? There is wisdom in realism, but there is also surrender disguised as maturity. Learning the difference changes lives. The person you practice becoming. Every habit is a vote. Every conversation, every excuse, every promise you keep or break to yourself. We often think identity changes in dramatic moments. It doesn't. Identity is rehearsed. If you repeatedly avoid difficult conversations, you practice becoming someone who avoids. If you repeatedly keep your word to yourself, you practice becoming someone who trusts themselves. The future doesn't arrive all at once. It quietly grows inside today's routines, long before anyone else can see it. The cost of a smaller life. Most people don't fear becoming failures. They fear becoming disappointments. So they choose safety, approval, predictability, not because those things are wrong, but because they're familiar. Years later, they discover something heartbreaking. The safest life wasn't always the most peaceful. Sometimes, it was simply the least examined. The greatest regret isn't always the dream you failed to achieve. It's the dream you slowly convinced yourself to stop wanting. Meeting your future self. Imagine sitting across from the person you could become. Not the richest version, not the most famous, the wisest, the healthiest, the most emotionally honest. What would they thank you for? What would they ask you to stop postponing? Would they recognize today's decisions as the beginning of their life, or the reason they never existed? The future self you're hoping to become is being built by someone. That someone is today's version of you. The decision that changes everything. People often wait for motivation, but motivation is inconsistent. Identity is not. When your choices become expressions of who you're becoming, discipline changes. You're no longer exercising because you feel guilty. You're becoming someone who values their health. You're no longer setting boundaries to punish others. You're becoming someone who protects their peace. Small actions become meaningful because they stop being tasks. They become evidence. Evidence of the person you're choosing to become. One day, you will become someone's future self. The question is, will that person look back with gratitude or quiet regret? The life you're building isn't measured only by achievements. It's measured by the person your daily choices are shaping. Because every ordinary day asks the same quiet question, who are you practicing becoming? And the answer will eventually introduce itself to the world.